Several weeks ago, we went over the 12 foods that literally draw inflammation out of the body. So nutritious, so beneficial for the body that it literally helps people heal from surgery recovery, trauma, chronic conditions with acute flare-ups. Today, we're going to go over 5 foods that the body doesn't know how to react to them. So it has to create a subclinical, meaning you can't tell that it's happening, inflammatory response to try and get rid of it. So I want to be very clear. If you know you already have a food sensitivity to some of the foods that I'm talking about, then this does not apply to you. What I'm looking for is to teach the people who don't know the difference. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has this great saying. He said, the rich, they buy assets, things that make them money. The poor, they buy liabilities, the things that devalue. And you can correlate that into nutrition and health. And the people in the middle class, they don't know the difference. I am here to help spur on just a little bit of curiosity, to encourage you to continue to go and learn more about it. Go into your kitchen and see whether you have some of these foods that you eat on a daily basis. Let's get started. Worst food number 5 is gluten. Gluten is in rye, wheat, and barley. Gluten is what makes a bagel soft, chewy, and gooey. Now look, there's a certain amount of gluten product, wheat, in a lot of foods. So what you have to be aware of is not just the one bagel that you have, but the totality of all the foods that you eat that might have wheat in it. So what I'm saying is minimize or recognize your total consumption of wheat. If you're not aware that you are sensitive to gluten, you can get tested. I've been tested. Right here, it says not sensitive to gluten, right? So if you don't know, you can either get tested, and I will post this, this company that does food sensitivity testing on the post. If you do not know you are sensitive, get tested. If you don't want to get tested, try taking it out of your daily diet and see what happens. Food, number 4, are processed foods. If it comes in a box, inside of a bag, it most likely has 0 nutrition, artificial flavors, artificial colors, preservatives, and if you want to consider foods that you probably can't even pronounce some of the names, comfort food, I can tell you that in the moment it might be comfortable for you psychologically, but when you consume it and its effect on your body, it is not comforting. It is destructive to your body. I promise you that one. Food. Worst food, number 3. Blackened or barbecue. So, grilled food. If you can see here, I have barbecue chicken. When you cook food at high heat, your water-soluble and fat-soluble vitamins destroyed. Enzymes destroyed. When you cook food at high heat, this blackening is a glycation of some of the sugars, and that is a situation where your body doesn't know how to deal with the end product of that. The only way your body deals with it is it creates an inflammatory response to try and get it out of your body. So if you're going to have barbecue, spread it out, and if you're going to have it, make sure you have a very good high fat, high lipase, and high protease digestive enzyme when you eat it, because you're killing all the enzymes when you're going through the cooking process. Worst food, number 2, are nightshades. Potato, pepper, tomato, eggplant. Growing up Italian, My grandmother would cook stuffed peppers and fried eggplant, and I thought it was disgusting. So thank goodness for me, I don't eat either one of those. I didn't start eating tomatoes until I was probably in my 20s. But again, it's not to say that you can't eat them, because there is nutritional value in them. What we're saying is, if you are sensitive to nightshades, do not eat them on a consistent and persistent basis, or you will pay the price, the penalty. The body can't keep up with it. Worst food number one, by far, for the average person, are sugars. I am telling you right now, you will drink more sugar than you will eat, so be very careful on your total sugar consumption through drinking. This includes juices, sodas, teas, it doesn't matter. Sugar, when you eat sugar in abundance, you actually limit the white cell production in your body for several hours. Imagine there's a condition out there, a virus out there called SARS-CoV-2 that causes a condition called COVID-19, and your white blood cells are taking a nap for hours. That's not good. Not good at all. The second thing that happens that causes an inflammatory response when you take sugars is that it causes free fatty acids to be released from the liver, and that is an inflammatory reaction that you just don't want. Let me leave you with this. Each one of these packets of sugar has 2 to 4 grams of sugar in it. This entire bottle, as one serving, has 5 grams of sugar. This is organic carrot puree for babies. Would you, as a parent, take 2 packets of sugar and pour this into this so your baby would eat this? I think not. But it's already in there. And what I'm saying is, do not condition your child as a baby to eat sugar, to appreciate, to like the taste of sugar at an early age. You're talking about heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and the list goes on. For those individuals who are in a situation where you have chronic conditions with acute flare-ups, most likely sugar's involved. If you are trying to recover from a surgery or a trauma and you are eating sugars, it will delay your recovery. I promise you. I've gone over a lot. I want you to go up to your kitchen and look to see how much sugar, snack food, gluten, nightshades you have in your kitchen. And then I want you to assess your physical being, how you physically feel. And then try eliminating some of these foods from your diet and see how you feel. If you feel better, then you know you're on the right track. Go to the internet, study the studies. Get yourself tested for food sensitivities. Look, this tested hundreds of foods. It gave me a list of high sensitivity and low sensitivity. It gave me examples of what I can eat or what I can replace with them. So I think this is a good start. Until we meet again, be safe and take care.